Hey everyone, it's Dion with Not On Cravings, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be making a real classic here today, a ooey gooey moist, delicious, sweet caramel cake. A good old classic, a good southern classic. I mean, who doesn't love a good caramel cake? So, the caramel cake we're doing today is actually just a regular drip caramel cake. And also everyone, excuse how my countertop looks back here. I'm currently in the process of, well, I guess you could say, I'm cleaning out and cleaning up my kitchen and my pantries and my storage closet and everything. I'm really gonna do a whole separate video on that. I'm gonna call it spring cleaning my kitchen and my pantry. Because I'll be honest, I don't have space for a lot of the stuff. And so I need to come in here and reorganize a lot of things and probably get rid of a lot of stuff. So I need to make room for a lot of stuff you have in here. My storage closet back here, which got a lot of my utensils and molds and everything else. Like, that closet is full of stuff. The shelves are full, so I need to clean that out. But like I said, that's gonna be a separate video to this caramel cake. Alright, so my caramel recipe, these are the simple ingredients you need. There are two types of caramel recipes you can do. You can do either the recipe with evaporated milk, or you can do the buttermilk and brown sugar recipe, which is my favorite one to do. But these are the ingredients you need. You're going to need 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of light brown sugar, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, and some salt. Now, as you see, this might look like more than the measurements that I just said. That's because they are. Everything you see here is doubled of the recipe that I just explained out. And you're also going to need 1 candy thermometer because you're going to cook this to about 240 degrees. That is, wait, what's the correct term for it? Yeah, that's right, the softball state. You're going to cook it to 240 degrees, the softball state. But now let's put these ingredients into the pot. And that's simply all you actually do. You put everything into the pot and you just let it cook to 240 degrees. So let's dump it all in. Y'all didn't see that. We're gonna put in our butters now. Butters in. Brown sugar. In. Buttermilk. In. Baking soda. In. Corn syrup. And now a pinch of kosher salt. Now you put it on a low to medium heat because you want everything to melt down together first, and then you crank up the heat and you cook it to 240 degrees. So I'll get to you once everything melts down. Okay, everything is melted down. We're gonna crank up the heat to about right there. You want it at a medium to medium high heat, not too high because you don't want to cook it too fast. Then now we're going to insert our candy thermometer. Candy thermometer is in, and remember, we're cooking it to the softball 240 degrees. Keep an eye on it because it will shoot up past it, because just like when you're making the candy mixture to do candy apples, caramel will do the same thing, to where the temperature will get to a certain point and it's like it will just sit there. I explained it in my previous video. I post a link up above for making candy apples. The temperature will get to a certain spot and it's just gonna sit there for a second. You gotta watch that because it will shoot to 240 from out of nowhere. So you can just leave it sitting here, like you can just leave it sitting right there. The thing is though, you can leave it sitting there if it was just a regular amount of the ingredients that I told you about. But since I'm doing double, when it comes to caramel and candy mixture, it bubbles up. And so since we're doing double of this mixture, this is gonna bubble up pretty much over to the top of the rim. So you have to keep your eye on it and keep it stirred. That's what I'm gonna do, and that's what you can do too. If you ever decide to do like double or triple the recipe, you have to keep your eye on it to keep it from spilling over. And this is to show you that what I was talking about it trying to bubble up past the rim. That's why you have to keep your eye on it and stir it and keep it down. And just look at that color that it's getting. That nice golden caramel color. And this is what I meant to show you right here. Oops, camera fogged up. Hold on, there we go. Okay, you see how it's sitting right there, right before the softball stage? It's gonna, oop, come on, stop fogging up. Stop fogging up. There we go. It's gonna sit right there before hitting 240 for a little minute, so you just gotta keep your eye on it. But as you can see, it is all done now. It is at the softball stage. So what you do is you take it off the heat and you just let it sit and calm down and finish bubbling, and it's gonna settle down, and then you're gonna see the smooth caramel that it is. I like to take my pots of caramel and I'll sit them on a rack to really help elevate them so that that heat can really start escaping from the caramel and this can cool down quicker. But yeah, you see how it's all settled, and that's really just, that's a skim of air bubbles on the top. All you gotta do is just slowly stir those out with a spoon. Okay, caramel is all cool now, as you can see. Nice and runny. But now, this is still a little, so I let it cool down a little too much. This is still a little too thick for what we're trying to do. So here go a nice tip where if you ever want your caramel thin out some, you can use this one ingredient to help it. And the one thing is heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream works great with caramel. It helps thins it out and it helps spreads it out more. Take it and we just start mixing it in. And we get it on a low heat because we're just warming it up. Keeping it warm to where the heavy whipping cream is gonna mix in with the caramel and it's gonna get it the perfect consistency that we want. And there we have it, a good consistency now after working that heavy whipping cream back in. Okay, now let's assemble this cake. I already have 3 cake layers that I've already previously prepared. They're just some simple butter golden cake layers, and you know, if you haven't seen my video on how to make box cake mix good, then click the link up above right now, and I'll post it in the description down below. But first cake layer, we have a simple 9-inch butter golden cake layer. And also I got down, so you can use either parchment or wax paper when doing this because it can get messy. But got down to simple wax paper to help catch everything if it spills off. But all you're gonna do is take it and just spread it on. Take a spoon, spread on a good amount, because I'm using 3 9-inch cake layers. There we go for that layer. Take your spatula and just spread it on out. Even let it drip off the sides. Take this caramel and we're gonna simply, we aren't gonna really start from the center. We're gonna start like towards the edges some and spread it because you want it to go ahead and start running down. All right. So we're gonna, because remember, we are doing multiple coats of the caramel. This is the first coat that's going on. All right. So now when I start spreading it, it's gonna run down. first coat of caramel that's going on. Now we are about to sit this in the fridge for about 5 minutes, let this stiffen up, and we're gonna put on the second coat. All right, first coat, all done, as you can see. Now let's put on coat number 2. Second coat all done. Now, back in the fridge for the third and final coat in about 5 minutes. Here we are, the last and final coat of caramel. And there you have it, one triple coated caramel cake. Just look at that, y'all. Just look at that. Now, it's the moment you've all really been waiting on. Let's cut into this bad boy. Woo-wee. And now, let's cut into this bad boy. Just woo-wee. Look at that, y'all. Now, isn't that one beautiful caramel cake? Wait, let me set that right there. Just look at this. And yes, I know this is a large piece. I'm about to take it for a thumbnail. Just bear with me, y'all, okay? But look at this. Y'all see that? Oh, sorry, man. Let me cut it, turn it towards y'all. Do y'all see that, though? Look at how perfectly layered that is, each layer of caramel. And so now you're thinking, am I about to dig into this? No, I'm not. Because y'all know I'm trying to lose this gut, but I got some people who are about to dig into it, so let's get their reaction. Alright, y'all, so we got my boy Jewel here right now. Go follow him on his channel, The Golden Jewel. He's here to try out a piece of a cake. You ready, man?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Let me get the side where they can see.
Yeah, man, hit it from the back.
Yeah. Man, we do.
You like that?
That's
you
it.
like that?
That's it. That's it right there.
Got my girl T about to try out this cake. Y'all follow her on YouTube at T
I
Ashanti.
just show good.
You sniffing it?
She's just like me.
I can honestly say though, y'all, cake is good. Cake is good. I sat here, I tasted it for about 3 minutes. I would definitely recommend it. 901 Frank.